She got that glow, she made of sugar and gold. She's my Melanin Monroe, she's my Melanin Monroe. Fly and she knows that I am feeling her soul. She's my Melanin Monroe, my Melanin Monroe.
What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Melanin Monroe. Another day, more celebrity drama. Now, as you can tell by the title of this video is about RazB, Chris Stokes, and Jason Lee. For quite some time, RazB has been alleging that Chris Stokes touched him inappropriately while he was a member of the popular 2000 boy group B2K. I don't know, y'all. Let's just get into the video. B2K fans demand to know the truth after RazB makes serious allegations. A forthcoming interview with B2K's RazB has been halted after the singer revealed he was abused by his group manager, music executive, Chris Stokes. Well, the streets have been talking about this for years. Did B2K's manager, Chris Stokes, sexually abuse band member RazB for years? RazB, real name Demario Monte Thornton, has alleged Stokes abused him during the height of his career. B2K were one of the biggest bands of the 2000s. Their debut single, was a global smash hit and peaked #2 on the Billboard Top 200. Their debut album included follow-up singles Gots to Be and Why I Love You that featured cameos from label mate Jhené Aiko. RazB has frequently accused former B2K manager Chris Stokes of molesting him in 2007. The You Got Served actor would have been about 11 or 12 years old. RazB's brother Ricardo Ricky Romantic Thornton also accused Stokes of sexual abuse. In 2019, RazB refused to perform at B2K's Rochester reunion show if Chris Stokes was around. Now, a forthcoming interview with RazB has been halted after a cease and desist letter was issued. Jason Lee of Hollywood Unlocked recently caught up with RazB. According to Lee, he and the Cleveland native went into detail about the allegations he has made against Chris Stokes. However, just prior to the interview making its way onto Fox Soul, the network was served with a cease and desist note. Lee took to social media and vowed to release the episode and was in contact with his lawyers. RazB also made a video of himself where he publicly called out Chris Stokes. Take a look at both of their videos.
I haven't done a video like this in a long time because I just don't have the energy, because you all know I'm on my mission for self-love. And I have the shirt on that was on Wendy yesterday, so you can save that tweet. I have been walking in my purpose lately and understand my responsibility with Hollywood Unlocked is much greater than the tea and always, spilling everybody's tea. My purpose is to be able to shed light on real conversations. We pivoted at my show sometime last year to bring you real issues, real conversations, and still have the wildness that we do. But I just got off the phone with Fox Soul, who airs our show. And tonight we were airing RazB's show, where he outlines in a very important way the alleged sexual abuse that he's endured as a victim of sex violence from family members and people around him, and as an artist in B2K and as an individual in this world. I think oftentimes RazB has been a headline, and he admitted in the interview to drug abuse and to alcoholism, but it was a very humbling conversation where he was talking about being raped as a kid. And I just got off the phone with Fox Soul, and they're telling me that there are people who allegedly victimized him that have sent a cease and desist letter claiming that they were going to sue the network if they aired it. Let me just say this. I don't run from bullies. I'm not afraid of bullies. And I'm not going to be complicit in re-victimizing somebody who's alleging to be raped or somebody who is wanting to have their voice heard. This has happened to women time and time again. When you see the Me Too movement, when you see the Time's Up movement, men, powerful men, people with money shutting down victims. And so I've said to the network, and I will say to the people who allegedly victimized Raz, you can sue, you can threaten, you can harass, you can do whatever you want to silence RazB, but you will not do that with Hollywood Unlocked. You will not do that with me. So tonight, the show will not be airing. We're going to air a different show, and I ask everybody to tune into Fox Soul to watch that show. But I give you my word, I give you my commitment. There will be lots of conversations with attorneys, and if I got to call the FB motherfucking I and the police and the District Attorney of Los Angeles myself, that show will air. And any person who is a victim of rape or molest or in any other form of attack on them as a child or as an adult who chooses to come to Hollywood Unlocked to have their story shared with the world, they will have that story aired. And if you want to sue me, I will subpoena you. I will subpoena everybody there, and I will depose you. And I will sit down and ask you questions. I will ask RazB to describe your genitalia. I will ask RazB to tell me what your dick looks like, the dick that you put in him. I will ask him and every other member of B2K and anybody else associated with that group or that time period to come forward and have a conversation about why you allegedly, and I say allegedly loosely, fucked a little boy. And so I'm really pissed right now and don't really have all the answers. And I'm not going to name any names here because I don't want to get sued, apparently. But what I will do is commit to the full resource of contacting all of my legal team and Fox Network to air that episode that should be airing tonight, but understandably won't be because of concerns over the threats of lawsuits. I will also be getting a copy of the cease and desist letter, and I will be airing that cease and desist letter. So to the audience who has grown with Hollywood Unlocked and appreciates my full transparency, best believe I'm doing my best and my due diligence. And to Raz, I'm doing my part to make sure that your voices continue to be elevated. And I ask everybody to support Raz and support Foxhole and Hollywood Unlocked as we wade through this craziness. I don't know what else to say. So it's not a no for now. It's coming soon. And I'm fucking this.
Check this shit out. I'm tired of fucking being bullied. I'm a grown ass and I'm 35 years old. I'm not a little kid. I'm tired of you niggas with me. So this is how we gonna do this. I ain't on no violent shit. We ain't on no street shit. We ain't gonna send nobody to see you. You don't gotta send nobody to see me. But what we will do is when I see you, I'm smacking the shit out of your ass. I wanna catch a fake, nigga. That's the only thing, nigga, I want. Y'all niggas took my money. We already know. We know. Chris, we get it. But nigga, it is over, nigga. Time is done, nigga. So when I see you, I wanna fade, nigga. Hit me up, nigga. I wanna catch a fade, nigga. Check this shit out. So I've been getting a bunch of calls from my loved ones, people that support me. And they're like, take this down, deal with this privately. But I say, yo, they've ruined me publicly. They've tried to smear my testimony, make me out to look crazy, got people looking at me sideways, got people thinking that I'm gay, and I'm not because I was molested by a pedophile. So this is how we do this. Since y'all want to try to shut me down publicly with sending out cease and desist letters, let's get in the room with the lawyers and let's take a polygraph test. I'm going to take the test, and when I take the test, you can do whatever it is that you need to do. When you take it, and when you fail, you take this fade, and you take that bid. Because I'm tired of being bullied, and I'm not going to be bullied no more. Oh yeah, and I'm doing this polygraph test for all of my fans that support me, all my family and my friends that support me, so I can move on with my career, move on with my life. Free me.
Hey you, before you click off, I need you to click the link in the description box and subscribe to my vlog channel. On this channel, I tell other folks' business. On that channel, I tell my own damn business. So click the link and subscribe. B2K fans threw their support behind RazB and wondered if anything Stokes has to hide by the singer revealing his truth. Another fan said, say what y'all want, but his story has never changed. I believe him. Another fan said, he really telling the truth. That's why they shut him out. And another fan said, maybe somebody should listen to him. He's been saying the same thing since I was a kid. I'm 25 years old now. The lady that was behind the production of this show that was supposed to air on Fox Soul by the name of Halisha took to her Instagram because people were DMing her and saying negative things to her. And here's what she had to say. She said, at Chris Stokes, your people can be in my DM all they want, but guess what? RazB deal is still done. He's still telling his story, and you can't be the perpetrator and want to play the victim. You're nasty and disgusting, and you're a grown man molesting and raping boys who had no voice, no help, and no protection. And you try to cover it up with your relationship in this industry. Just remember, them tables do turn. You can't inflict pain and trauma on a person, then try to cover up when they're speaking their truth. RazB has a ton of support this time around, and this time around, you will be held accountable, and you can bet on it. I'm done speaking on it. You know what you did, so you already know what it is, and anybody that's defending you is sick in the head too. She then shared this screenshot of a DM between her and Chris Stokes, and this is what she captioned it. She said, "This is why I can't talk about this because I get highly upset. Chris, you really laughing at RazB's pain that you created, and I stay safe and dangerous at all costs. You can laugh all you want. Just remember, God got the final laugh, and karma and the universe is real. And I worked overtime to get his deal done so he can speak his truth. You have no excuse when you a grown man sleeping with a child and trying to cover it up. Stay out of my DM. You're not bullying nobody no more. That's over with." She then shared this screenshot and DM between her and Chris Stokes with this caption. She said, "This is scary, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if somebody know you've been a victim, they will feel it's okay for them to victimize you as well and blame the first person that victimized you while covering up their part. This is so sad, and boys can be victims of molestation the same way girls can. You can create pain on people, then become the victim. This whole situation is heavy and is always played out to make Raz look like the bad guy because people wanted to cover up their BS. This is stopping. You cannot reason with me if you're an adult and raping kids." She said, "They're flagging my page, so Instagram might delete the story, but just know RazB documentary is coming and his story and his truth will come out. You go support him because at the end of the day, that could have been any of us, any of our kids, or anyone we care about. Mental health is real, and the most important thing is for him to tell his story, heal, and move on with his life, period." She then said, and I want to say this, if you're a celebrity with a heavy influence and your colleagues in the music industry is speaking on a traumatic experience about their childhood that is causing pain and trauma in their adult life, don't get on the internet and downplay their pain and traumatic experience. Everything isn't funny because people are really having private battles alone. Then when something bad happens, for instance suicide, then everyone wants to show that fake love. You will be surprised how many people can heal by having the right support system. People expect men to just heal because they're men. Men need the same support as us women need. Hashtag support Raz. Stokes has yet to directly respond to these allegations. He posted a few memes and a few quotes, but he never said anything besides the DMs that the young lady shared on her story. I don't know, guys. Comment down below how you feel. I feel like if Chris Stokes is doing what they are alleging, then he needs to be held accountable. People always, like she said, they are always so quick to fight for women and do not give a damn about these men, and they have feelings too. So if what he is saying is true and the polygraph test comes back that RazB is telling the truth, he needs to serve some time behind this, because it's not fair that just because he's in the music industry, just because RazB is a man, that Chris is not being held accountable for it. I feel like in my spirit that this man is telling the truth. He didn't want to go on tour with the group. He didn't want to be associated with them when they did their reunion. He never wants to have anything to do with it. The other group members are yet to come forward and say that it's not true. So I just don't understand why people are jumping down RazB's throat for having a voice and speaking up for what is right. I don't know, you guys. Comment down below how you feel about this. Do you feel like RazB is telling the truth? Do you think he's seeking attention? Do you think Chris Stokes, if he did indeed do what they are alleging that he did, should be held accountable and have to serve some time in jail? Do you feel like it's fair that the show was not able to air because Chris Stokes and his team served a cease and desist and RazB doesn't get to tell his story? Why is it fair that he can say no, but he can't say yes, this is what happened? How is that fair? Comment down below how you feel about this. Do you feel like the show should have been aired? And how do you feel about this situation? I don't know, you guys. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time that I upload. Until next time, beautiful people, peace!